saw, and then also that's one area where needed to put a little bridge over a creek, so cut down some logs and put them across the creek.
Wow, that sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, you can literally go hiking across the street from my house, so it's.
Wow, that's.
I love it.
Convenience. Love it. Yeah. Where are you?
Right on Island Lake Road, just south of North Territorial.
My brother lives off North Territorial. I mean, on Island Lake Road, in between Territorial and Werkner?
Yep. Yeah.
Would that be? Yeah, in between. There.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Yeah, that's a dirt road. It's funny. My address is North Territorial. Island Lake Road.
Yeah.
You can't get to my house on Island Lake Road. You have to come to North Territorial and turn on Island Lake Point.
Aha.
So.
Yeah. Okay. I know where you're at. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. You're very close. Okay.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, it's like a little peninsula that sticks into Island Lake.
Yeah, it's real pretty back there. It's nice.
There are only 7 homes here.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I like it. Yeah.
Hey, you growing a stash?
Well, no, actually, I just shaved off my.
You shaved the rest of it off.
Yeah, the rest of it off because it was coming out all white, and I thought it.
Yeah.
Making me look even older than I am.
That's why I stopped wearing a beard, because it made me look about 100 years older.
Yeah, I might just shave the rest of it off and go clean cut one of these days.
Actually, I shaved myself this morning. It felt really good.
Good.
Wow. I don't see any blood even.
Yeah. Looks like you shaved from top to bottom there.
I did. What's up, Liberty? Happy Mother's Day.
I took it off mute.
Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day.
So I sent out a text to everyone saying that mothers should do burpees for the total ages of all the children.
You need to listen.
But then I thought, on second thought, the children should do the burpees for the mothers today. So you got that, Liberty?
Yeah.
Mom's making me do every dance that I know. This is not.
Plus burpees.
There you go.
Thanks, Coach.
You and Hunter's ages combined, how much would that be?
Hunter's 10, she's 14, so 24.
All right. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, then I thought, well, how many burpees would I have to? I thought I was lucky because I'm an only child, but I'm 54, so that didn't do me any favors. So thank goodness I have no siblings. I'd be doing hundreds of burpees. Probably be a little light today, I would imagine, because of Mother's Day. Everyone's hopefully celebrating their mothers today. We usually go to the Gandhi Dancer brunch on Mother's Day for the last, I don't know how many years, but obviously that's not happening today. Have any of you ever been to the Gandhi Dancer brunch?
No.
To a Gandhi Dancer brunch? Yeah, I definitely eat my money's worth there. I spend like 4 hours there and then go home and just sleep.
Nice. It's a nice sandwich you made, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I was pretty proud of myself.
That was pretty impressive.
It was a work of art. I wish she filmed my entire eating of it, because I literally inhaled that. You won't believe it, but I inhaled that whole thing in about 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh, that first bite was impressive.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's how hungry I was, because I kept talking about it and I hadn't eaten. And we did a killer workout before that, so.
Sounds like it.
Had my 2 favorite things in it: a 2-mile run and heavy thrusters. Awesome. All right, guys, we will get started. Thank you for attending. Happy Mother's Day. Let me share my screen. All right. Today we're starting week 8 of our journey here. Thanks for sticking with it. You guys are doing awesome. There are my 2 favorite mothers, my mom and the beautiful mother of my children, who will be playing pickleball today. So she's happy. That's her number one thing she wanted to do. So what we're going to go over today is the exercise for last week, which was to reach out to 3 people and inspire 3 people. A restaurant ordering guide so that when they do open up the restaurants, we will all be able to eat out properly in the future. And coming up in the future, next couple of weeks, we'll be talking about mastering travel, MyFitnessPal mastery, advanced features, and how to overcome plateaus. So last week, we were supposed to reach out to 3 people because of the situation that our entire world is in our state and our country. People are very isolated. We're all very isolated, maintaining social distance and trying not to spread the virus. And it makes it even more important that we maintain our community and reach out to others, because it's a easy habit when we're quarantined and sitting at home or in our offices to forget about other people out there if they're not reaching out to us. And it was very important to do that. So I will share my experience. I actually, I did this, and it was good that we had this task to do this week, because it literally made me reach out to a friend who I was avoiding reaching out to, and we had a bit of a disagreement and a misunderstanding, and we were both letting our egos get the best of us and not reaching out and communicating and working through our issues. We were just letting time pass and waiting for the other to call the other. And literally this task, I said, you know, I'm sitting there thinking about every day it would make me angry thinking about this. You know, he's wrong, I'm right. And I'm like, you know, you need to set an example. You're supposed to reach out to people this week, including friends and family. And this is a prime example of why you need to do that. So literally this task made me reach out and call him, which I should have done right after we had the disagreement. But I let my ego get in the way, which is never good. But I called him, and he was upset for completely, after we talked, it turned out that he was upset for a reason I didn't even consider. I thought he was upset for one reason, which made me angry, and he was actually upset for another reason, and I didn't even consider that. And once he told me that, I was like, man, I'm sorry, I just didn't know. You know, had I reached out a few weeks ago, it would have been done and taken care of. But so this was really poignant, and I was very glad that we had this task to do, because I'm like, I'm making everyone else do it. I need to be doing it too. So would anyone else like to share any experiences they had in reaching out to people last week? Anyone?
Am I on mute?
Steve, we can hear you. You're driving. I'm glad
not
you're not
looking at
driving with your face mask on.
Actually, I had a long, tumultuous relationship with one of my older brothers, and I wasn't on the call last week, but a couple of weeks ago, I really just started saying, you know what? I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get upset. I'm just going to act in love and kindness. And it's totally flipped things around between
Yeah.
him and I.
Nice. Good for
We
you.
still have our BS, but far less interrupting, accusing, blah blah blah, arguing about stupid shit. But it's only impacted him and I. It's impacted my other siblings because
Yeah.
they didn't like it either. You know.
Right. Well, that's cool. Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. Anyone else have any luck or success reaching out last week?
Yeah, Cyril, this is Roger.
Hey, Roger.
I called a longtime friend of mine I haven't talked to in probably 7 or 8 years.
Really?
I think it was good for both of us because we started back up right where we left off.
That's awesome.
I don't know how we drifted apart, but should never let that happen. Should always keep friends close.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. It's great to hear. All right. So let's talk about eating out. You know, eating out is usually, I know, you know, we can't eat out unless we get carry out right now. So hopefully we'll be able to eat out again sometime. But this is usually where a lot of us get derailed in our nutrition. You know, we're good Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday. We go out on the weekends and we blow all the hard work we did all week. We're on that schedule. And so there's things we can do to counteract that if we're trying to eat cleaner when we do eat out. You know, and that doesn't mean that, you know, you never go out and eat something greasy like the hamburger I ate yesterday. You know, I do that once a month or something, you know, so it's not like I'm eating like that every day. But sometimes, you know, you need to do that so that you know what eating clean feels like, that you do feel better when you eat clean versus not clean. So there are strategies and things you can employ when you do go eat out, when we are allowed to go eat out again, that will help you make better choices if you want to, you know, if that's your goal. And the number one thing is having a plan, you know. So if you know you're going to eat out 2 times a month, have more of a plan. Figure out what restaurants you're going to eat at. What are their menu items? Look at their menu items and plan out before you get there, before you're you know, in the heat of the decision with the waiter or waitress looming over you to make a decision. You already have it planned out. You know what you're going to eat. You've made the good decisions. Where we get derailed is we don't go into the restaurant with a plan. We're hungry or we're not hungry, and we're looking at this menu with 10,000 choices on it and all the pictures, and we just make a split decision, and it ends up being the wrong decision. But if you plan out ahead of time, you know, everyone's menus pretty much these days are online. If you know where you're going to eat out, plan it out, see what they have, pick the good choices, which strategy that I'm going to share in a moment, and stick to that plan. When you get there, you don't even need to look at the menu. You know exactly what you want, and you give them your order, and you're good. So make a plan. The next thing you can do is ask for it grilled, baked, or broiled. It's hard, and the reason for that is they don't add the thing that messes you up, even if the thing you're ordering looks and would normally be a healthy choice. The problem is if they need to use oil to cook it in, or oil in the salad dressing, the oils that most restaurants use, unless it's like a health restaurant, but most restaurants, the oils they use are toxic, and they're bad, and they're unhealthy, and they use them because they can buy them in by the gallon, and they're super inexpensive, versus oils that are like olive oil, which are less toxic and better for you, or avocado oil, they are more expensive. So the restaurant, obviously it's a business that's going to try and maximize profit, and they're going to go to the oil that they can get the most of cheaply. And then you order something, and it would normally be, if you cooked it at home, it would normally be a healthy choice, but they've cooked it in this crappy oil, which defeats the whole purpose, and it's really bad for you. So, but usually if you grill, bake, or broil a food, you don't use oil to cook it. So on your menu, pick an item that can be grilled, baked, or boiled. And even things like vegetables, which, you know, they might saute in some oil to make taste really good. It might not be an option on the menu, but all restaurants can grill, bake, or boil stuff. So if you don't see it as an option, ask, and they typically can do it for you. Pick your protein, carb, and veggie. So, you know, don't, again, like we talked about last week, I think, from Pamela's question about single ingredient foods, the same goes for restaurants. If you can separate what you're ordering into individual ingredients and pick your protein, your carb, and your fats or your veggies, then chances are that's going to be a more healthy choice if you can do that. Skipping drinks and dessert, if you really, you know, the drinks and dessert, drinks meaning alcoholic drinks, and the desserts and the appetizers. You know, we're used to ordering, we get bread, appetizers, main course, drinks, dessert. By the time you're done, you're at 5,000 calories. If you skip the bread and you skip the appetizer and you skip the alcoholic drinks and you skip dessert, you're pretty much good. You know, you're not adding a lot of calories that don't have nutrients that are going to load on that extra fat around your midsection. So that's an easy way to, you know, fill up on water so that you're a little more full, so you're not having those cravings. That's your brain just telling you to overconsume because you happen to be in a restaurant. So any questions on any of this stuff? All right. Then we will move on. Everything else is the same. Please remember to check in. The members that are doing this routinely as part of a habit, they're getting results. The members that aren't are, I don't want to say aren't getting results, but they're not getting as good results. So if you want results, log your food, check in weekly before midnight, and it'll be awesome. We should know how to check in by now. All this is the same. And our secret point day for this week, which you do on Thursday, is teach and learn. And our secret team meeting code for the week is make carbs great. Again, that's all I have. Thank you. Thank you to all you mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you and your families are safe. Thank you for your continued support, and have a great Mother's Day. Does anyone have any questions or comments or anything else they'd like to say?
What's your position on keto diet?
It's not sustainable. Like a lot of fad diets, it cuts the weight fast, but I don't know anyone that can do it long term. So you lose a lot of weight quickly, and then you gain it all back, and sometimes more. Any other questions? All right, guys, thank you once again. Enjoy the day. We'll do this next week. We'll have our live workouts this week. I don't know when the evening one is yet, but hopefully we'll have another one of those. And keep up the good fight. And we will, let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you in person soon.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Okay.